Hey everybody, I just want to have a little clarification. The video that came out today was from last Saturday in a long discussion. And I want to make sure that you don't misunderstand what I said, particularly because I went back and I watched it, and in my dramatization of my own embarrassment, I definitely didn't do what I actually do, right? So, I mean, take this as entertainment before you take it as anything else. Uh, uh, when I speak with somebody in my community about my congregation and about being Lutheran, I do not actually verbally, emotionally convey embarrassment. I do the opposite of that. You know what I just realized? Speaking of embarrassment, I'm so tired of this failure. So I'm going to try to look right now. Come on. Come on. Sorry, sound. I almost guarantee you've got the bad sound right now, don't you? Come on. Where is it? Sound levels. Come on. Do I have it? I do. Oh, for Pete's sake, Jonathan Fisk. For Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. I do not actually act embarrassed. I tell people exactly who we are and exactly where we are and what I was wrestling with and am continuing to wrestle with is how they seem embarrassed by what I say. And it's a combination of, I mentioned in the video, like the atheist doesn't want to talk to you, right? And I had a buddy reach out to me and he's like, I got an answer for you on that one. It's because he's ashamed. It's probably true. So then what should I do? Should I increase his shame or should I decrease it, right? You know, what do I do? And then, but the other side of it is that, like, again, when you have a history in the area of being one of the largest, not largest, a good sized congregation in the area that has had an impact 50 years ago, but now nobody knows who you are, don't you want them to know where you are somehow, right? And to be able to convey that quickly. But then there's so much good stuff that came out of this conversation with my buddy of mine. He was talking about, I haven't watched these videos yet, the Whedon videos that have been around. They look cool. It's a cool idea. However that happened. I just haven't had time to do it. I love Will. And I want to talk to him actually on the podcast. But like when somebody says, you know, what does it mean to be a Lutheran? Why do we spend all this time defending the 1500s rather than just be like, well, we eat the body and blood of God. That's it. Yeah, no, you can't have any. Like that's what I'm asking, right? If we got 30 seconds to go for the jugular, I'm not trying to sell Jesus. I just don't want them to tune out. And you can say, well, it's the soundbite culture. I agree. And that's the one we have. That's what we have. So anyway, I still want you to hear me saying that I'm actually embarrassed in my congregation because I'm not. I am so proud of my congregation. They have dealt with such magnificent pain in the last year and a half and turned it into glorious confession of the truth. And I am glad to bring people to them. I just wish people knew where they were. And I wish that when I said the name, they knew us immediately for where we are. And I think we can get there. And I think we're working on it. But in the other video, I'm kind of challenging you to think about it yourself. Right? That's all. So hopefully that makes sense. If you don't like anything I say in a short video, please go watch the long video. Or follow some of the stuff. Or if you really don't like what I say, hey, cool. It's just a video. It's just YouTube. So cool. Right on. Send me an email at revfist.com/contact if you really want to chew my ear off, and I might respond to it in a video in the future and stuff like that. Meanwhile, new podcast came out today. It's about carpal tunnel syndrome and the minor prophets and, well, some of this stuff too, I suppose. Yeah. In any case. For me, it's Thursday night, which means it's Friday night. I'm going to go play a game with my kids. Rock on.